In the last few months, there have been a couple of times where I have waited in the airport queue for over an hour, but I could have received a request a lot quicker. Let's discuss. Here in Minnesota, we have guaranteed rates, so airport rides are the crown jewel and the most desired requests to get. And when we didn't have guaranteed rates, they were still desirable, but not nearly as much as they are now. And before guaranteed rates were implemented here, after dropping a rider off at the airport, about 90% of the time, I would get another request coming from the airport. But now under our guaranteed rate structure, that's a 50-50 proposition. 50% of the time, I might get a request from the airport or get invited to the pickup zone, and then the other 50% of the time, I need to go to the queue if I want to receive a request. Also, really quickly, in order to maximize my opportunity to receive a request from the airport or get invited to the pickup zone while I'm still at the airport after I've dropped my previous passenger off, I take my sweet time to leave the airport grounds, because you have a couple of minutes where the apps are telling you waiting for requests, and you could be waiting for requests, or the app might be taking time to invite you to the pickup zone while you're still on airport grounds. There's been a number of times where I am slowly exiting the airport, I'm just about to exit it, and then I get a request or I get an invite to the pickup zone. So I recommend, especially here in Minnesota, to take your time when exiting the airport. Now, the other 50% of the time when I go wait in the queue. Here at MSP International Airport, we have a main holding lot that is on airport grounds and also what they call assignment areas surrounding the airport. And on both Uber and Lyft, the holding lot and the assignment areas include the entire queue of drivers for each platform. And when you're waiting in the queue, there are a few ways to get a request. You can get an exclusive request. You can get an invite to the pickup zone. You can try and match with the rider with Lyft Ride Finder or with the match feature on Uber. Also, there's Trip Radar on Uber, although here in Minnesota, Trip Radar is almost non-existent under our guaranteed rate structure. And isn't that weird? We're paid properly here and there's really no reason for Trip Radar. Also, something to know, I think in most markets, you can decline requests while you're in the queue and you won't be immediately put to the back of the queue. On Lyft, their documentation says you can miss or decline up to 3 rides before getting placed at the back of the queue. And on Uber, it says you'll be placed at the back of the queue if you do not accept multiple incoming trip requests in a row, which I'm assuming that's up to 3 just like on Lyft. You will want to make sure though to check your specific airport's information, and we will have links to that in the description. Now, as far as the holding lot on airport grounds, I have waited in it maybe 3 times in 5 years. I never go there. The only times I have gone is when I see low wait times, but 99% of the time I completely avoid it. Instead, I'll just go to one of the assignment areas surrounding the airport. In those assignment areas, yes, you're in the airport queue, but you can also receive nearby requests. My goal in entering the queue in the assignment areas is to receive an airport request, but if I do receive a nearby request quickly enough, I will accept it. But again, there were a couple of times in recent months where I waited in those assignment areas for way too long. And I did have a choice to leave those areas earlier, but I chose not to. Both times, I was actually invited to the pickup area on both Uber and Lyft within 20 minutes of being in that assignment area. But I saw that my position in the queues on both Uber and Lyft, I was moving pretty rapidly up the queue. And because you can decline up to 3 requests while you're in the queue, I want that versatility to be able to decline a request if it's a short ride. If you accept an invite to the pickup zone, at least on Lyft, when you're in the pickup zone, you don't receive a request. You're automatically matched with a rider and you don't have a choice. And if you don't like that ride and decide you want to cancel it, I would have to go back to the assignment area and I'd be placed at the back of the queue. And on Uber, usually when I'm invited to the pickup zone, I actually receive a request on my way to the pickup zone, and it's a request. I'm not automatically matched. I've never declined one of those requests before, but I think if I do, I might be placed in the back of the queue as well. But the lesson I've learned in recent months is to not trust the queues at all and just accept an invite to the pickup zone whenever. Again, there will be times where I'm in like the 85th position in the Lyft queue and then I'm flying up it. It takes about 15 minutes to get to the 15th position, and then I hold in that 15th position for like 30 to 45 minutes. It's ridiculous. And the same thing happens on Uber. I'll fly up the queue, I'll hit a certain spot, and then it will stagnate. I'm assuming that I'm being leapfrogged by drivers that have just dropped the passenger off at the airport and are receiving another request. Because they're right there, they get a quicker request, and also drivers that have accepted invites to the pickup zone. And of course, time of day does matter. When this happened to me, it was on Monday and Tuesday, and it was right around noon, middle of the day. So what I will do going forward is accept that invite to the pickup zone whenever, no matter how long I've waited in the queue, getting to the airport as quickly quick as possible should be my goal. It's not good to just wait in the queue and hold your breath, especially when the queue positions cannot be trusted. And I may actually try the holding lot on airport grounds once just to see how it goes. Maybe that lot is being prioritized over the assignment areas. Maybe those drivers are moving up the queue at a normal rate. And also maybe those drivers are getting invited to the pickup zone more because they're that much closer to the pickup area as opposed to the assignment areas being further away. I'm just trying to figure out any way to expedite getting requests at the airport because again, they are the most desirable, especially here in Minnesota under our guaranteed rate structure. So going forward, I'm still going to wait in the airport queue, but I'm going to be smarter about it. But what about all of you? What are your strategies at your airports? Do you ever wait in the holding lot? And if you do, what time of day and how long does it take to receive a request? Or do you just avoid the airport entirely? Leave a comment below and let us know. And again, we will have links to the official documentation from both Uber and Lyft for each airport in the description. If you've yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link is in the description. We also have a free newsletter, and the link to sign up for that is in the description as well. If you've yet to watch my previous video on reasons riders will rate a driver 1 star, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.